From cage-free to free-range and even certified organic, understanding how your eggs are produced can be a confusing task.
It's a minefield, isn't it? So before you pick up your next dozen at the supermarket, Sunrise Nutritionist Sarah Lorenzo is here with the information you need to know. Hi. What are the most common types of eggs we find at the supermarket?
So definitely caged eggs you'll see, and barn-laid and cage-free are exactly the same, free-range and organic. So when we look at caged eggs would make up 40% of the sales of eggs in Australia. But there, if you see the first box there, you can actually see that it's actually, the writing on it is actually very small, but that's actually a caged egg. So the hens, there's 4 to 6 hens in a cage. They lay their eggs, the eggs roll down, less chance of kind of getting broody, given good quality poultry feed, lots of water, well-ventilated shed that they're in. Now, when you're buying your cage-free and barn-laid, that actually means exactly the same thing. So the hens are actually in a huge shed where they can run around. They've got stronger bones, and they also have, they can sort of peck each other a little bit more, so you've got more risk of fighting, more risk of parasites as well. Sorry, less risk of parasites. But again, it's got that good quality poultry feed. Now, when we're looking at free range, these hens can run in and out of, they can go out, they can get some vitamin D, they're in the sun. They're also 90% of their diet would be made from the good quality poultry feed as well. But again, they can forage a little bit more, there's more social element. And then when we look at...
They can have a girlfriend.
And sunshine.
Sunshine as well, so all that vitamin D, definitely. Now, when we look at organic eggs, these would make up 2% of the sales of eggs within Australia. The chickens, they've got no, there's no fertiliser in the feed, there's no pesticides, fungicides, anything like that. The feed's completely organic. Now, these have to be farmed at 1 hen per 4 metres squared, whereas the free range would be 1 hen per metre squared. So you can see that it's kind of really heavily regulated. It's interesting. So when you stand there in the supermarket, you can be looking and thinking, what do I buy? So it's all those different, but it is a heavily regulated farming method as well.
It really is. I mean, the racks are loaded, aren't they?
Yes.
Let's crack the top off, get to the yolk of it, and talk about the actual eggs themselves and what they're doing for us. Cholesterol, we always talk about that, don't we, with eggs? Does it increase your levels?
It's an absolute myth. And when you look at those cholesterol studies, eggs do naturally contain cholesterol, but when you do look at those studies, I often think, what were people eating the eggs with? Was it bacon, ham, white bread, hash browns? Because eggs themselves, research shows that they actually will elevate the HDL, which is a good cholesterol. So that is an absolute myth. Eggs are fantastic, great source of protein, good source of naturally good source of fats, vitamin D as well. Only 75 calories in an egg. They're incredibly affordable too. So yeah, there's
except the ones on there. They're organic. They're not incredibly affordable.
No, yes, those are, yes. Okay.
So, couple of quick recipes really quickly before we go.
Okay, love these recipes here. First of all, I've done like a similar kind of like a shakshuka, where I've just got cooked off some garlic, and I've got some mushrooms in there, another great source of vitamin D, lots of kale. Kale's excellent when you cook it. Put the eggs in there, and these cute, if you don't have any rings at home, why not grab some capsicums, cross-section them, great source of vitamin C, some chives on top. There's your eggs in there.
And you don't need to clean the rings. Man, that's annoying.
No,
cleaning the actual rings.
I didn't even think of that.
That's so good. Love it, love it, love it. A little bit of Mediterranean holiday coming through on that one, eh?
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
You can find those recipes and more on the Sunrise website.